Now then. Welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. We're in Alpha 1.3 now, I believe. And I am just out farming up some food because I'm virtually starving. I need to get myself sorted out with a farm, I think, today. I've got the gardening tutorial set up, so I need to start doing something with that. And today, that is my plan. I want to set up a farm. I want to set up a farm and see what farming's like in this game. Because coming out and hunting for meat is all well and good, all good fun. But you can't guarantee you've got what you need when you need it. And when you're in space, there's no dinosaurs to shoot. There's no bushes to go and get. So I've got to find a way of making a renewable food source that I could potentially take with me into space. So having gardens and stuff on a spaceship would be awesome. But first of all, we need to experiment with just getting the growing of crops sorted out in the basic form. In the very basic form, so I can experiment with all these different food sources. Now I've got a load of meat though, I can go and make a load of salami. And it's nearly sundown, the sun is setting, so I'm going to go back now and get that sorted, and I'll see you in the morning. So, gardening. Place growing plots. This mission is place growing plots, seed, sprouts, add growing light, harvest crops. Now, with most of these, they have to be done in the right order, otherwise I miss them. That's why I've had to activate, deactivate, and break stuff and build stuff. I presume that they're going to change that at some point in the alpha release. But first of all, collecting plants and hunting animals are the 2 of 3 sources for self-sustained survival. The third option, gardening, open your inventory and move the growing plots and 2 sprouts, durian and pumpkin to your toolbar. Place the growing pots next to each other. Okay, so I've got the sprouts in here. I've got the 2 growing pots. I've got the light, and then we want the sprouts. We've got durian sprout and pumpkin. Was it? Did it say pumpkin? I think it said pumpkin. Let's check. I want to get it right, otherwise it'll mess me about. Durian and pumpkin to your toolbar. Place the growing pots next to each other. Okay, so I'm thinking of putting a little grow pot area just in the corner here. I think I can fit it. I think I can probably fit it. Let's have a look. I've also getting the water generator sorted out as well today, but that's the first thing. So, they're quite big, aren't they? They're very big. And that's a 4 area. That's a 4 wide, 2. That's a 4 area, a 2x2. So that's not quite big enough. The lights are supposed to do 3x3. Now I don't know if I want to do a big area outside or whether I just want a little growing area inside. Kind of makes sense to me to have a little gardening plot here next to this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just do 4. I'll use a bigger area at some point in the future, but for right now, this is what I'm going to do. And I need my equipment. I keep all of my storage in here. My removal and repair this tool. There we go. 2. Let's see if I can take this out without destroying too much of my base. It's 1. It's underneath the windows. In the corner underneath the windows. Let's have a look and see what that is. The block that I'm taking out. Underneath the windows is actually an arch. That's kind of a useful arch as well. Dang it. Okay, maybe I'll have to do it somewhere else. Maybe I'll have to do it outside rather than inside. I don't really want to do it on the roof necessarily because I've already got my roof set up. I know this is just like a trial run of the base planning and stuff, but I would like it to be cool still. Maybe I could put it up there, but then I've got the gun turrets up here doing their thing. Oh, decisions. Yeah, I think I'll have to set it up outside. So, what am I going to do? What am I going to make it into? I could still set it up in there. I want to set it up and then have a growth like there, really, but that'll destroy my base, the look of my base. I'm going to do it anyway, because I don't really want to set it up outside. So I'm going to I best place a couple of blocks first, don't I? Place one there and place one there to help with the structural integrity of it all. And do I have another one made? Yes, I've got another one made there. And I can make another one quickly. I'll just make a nutrient solution and then a growing pot. It requires some fibre, which I've been picking up, and metal plates and stuff. This nutrient solution required some rock dust, which I've made, and some purified water, which is another reason why I've got the thing going. Oh, I worry. I worry about placing blocks like that, because it could just lose everything. And there's the other one. Okay. So, there. Alright, so we've got 4 growing plots. The PDA told me only 2, and I've done that now. Good, good. So, seed sprouts. Place them seed sprouts in. Okay, so we've got these 2 seed sprouts, and I'm going to do them in the order that they're supposed to be done according to the book as well. And I'm also going to take a wheat and a corn, wheat and corn while I'm at it. Okay, so that's potato. Yes. That's that one. Yes. And that's tick the boxes. Good. So now we put those ones in as well. There we go. Alright, so there's the 3. The next thing I've got to do in this is create... Where's the gardening gone? Where's it all gone? Oh, it was there. It just took a second to reload. Add a growing light. Plants are in a growing plot need a light shining on them to be able to grow. Build an overhanging structure with 2 blocks of free space between the growing plot and the ceiling. Move the growing light from your inventory to the toolbar and place the growing light right above the growing plots. Warm light will make the sprouts grow. So an overhanging structure, 2 blocks free space between the growing pots. Well, that is 1, 2, and then the light would go there potentially. So let's see how the light looks up here. That's a growing light. So does that make it work? If I put it up there, if I put it in this corner, it's sort of shining on them. It looks like it's okay. Okay, so now I just kind of wait for the crops to grow and then harvest them. It's getting used to these kind of things. Put this in the corner here next to my farming section. And it should look okay, shouldn't it? It should look okay. I've still got my lights on the walls there. I don't suppose that really makes that much difference to me, looks-wise. We can leave that there, it is. And just let them grow up. There is another thing that I wanted to show you that I meant to show you last episode, but I got carried away with creating stuff. The console block. The console block's pretty cool looking. So this console block is like the default. It's only a deco block. It's only for decoration. Represents a group of blocks. Add to the toolbar and press right mouse button to unfold the group. So I can change it to whatever I want it to be to make it look cool in the area. So it's good for making ships that actually look like they are ships and stuff. But the consoles and the things like that are pretty cool, aren't they? They're pretty cool looking bits of decor. They don't do anything, but they do look cool, which is the main thing. Like a body scanner or something map-wise. I think I'm going to have one of those just there. Why not? That's the deco blocks. I don't plan on using a lot of them in this base. This base is much more of a practical workspace until we get a ship to go out into the world. So what I'm going to do is, while these are growing, I am going to set up somewhere... I'm thinking of a mobile base, really. Hey, you. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Yeah, whatever. This is my place, my house. Get all this, thank you. I've also got to set up the water, so I'll do that in the morning, I think. And I'll make a few blocks ready to build something else around the place. Well, while I'm waiting for, waiting for stuff to grow, I guess. I'm waiting for stuff to grow. It's daylight. There's not really a lot I had planned. I don't necessarily want to leave the area in case we have any problems somewhere. I'm just, at the moment, trying to figure out what I can do in the meantime to upgrade the amount of crops that I'm growing. Because just having this little bit is not going to be enough, is it? It's not going to be enough. One light, one little bit here, not really going to be enough. So I set some stuff up out here. One thing, I've set up my water generator, and that's just generating these water jugs. And these water jugs can create like 50 bottles of purified water. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like that. Yep, I can get onto here. But I've made this great big structure thing all the way down here, ready for grow lights to come on the outside here, outside my house. The first attempt, I was doing these structures and I hadn't connected up the far end, and this side just sort of broke off after I made the second one. So it does have lots of physics involved in structures and things to make them solid enough. But I'm just trying at the minute to just make something happen with this. So I'm going to be going with 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try and get loads of crops set up around here. So we'll have 9, 18, 27 crop beds by the time I'm finished. 27 of them all stretching out here. And this is slightly an overhang because, well, just because. I'm going to have to change it a little bit, but the water and all that, yeah, I suppose that's okay. I can change this. But I don't want to change it until I've done this section. Ooh, I may want a ramp, actually. Let's ramp it. Good idea. Good idea. I'm glad you thought of that. Well done. Where's the ramp section? That one. Wedge. And let's rotate it around there. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to do full blocks again. Okay, so let's put the full blocks in here. Like this, and this can be an area we sort out from. There we go. Alright, so apart from making all of the growing pots and the lights and all that kind of stuff, we've got the water, we've got access to all the things that we need to make a decent big garden, and then just let stuff grow. And I'm hoping that stuff will just grow while I'm not here, because if I have to stand by the garden, it's going to be a very boring LP, I can tell you. I really need to start thinking about going on to the next vessel, I suppose. The next vessel type is going to be the small vessel, and then we can fly around. Now, I've got bits and pieces for a small vessel already through my tech tree, just by getting all the hover vessel stuff, because I got loads of stuff for the hover vessel. Didn't get the cockpits though. I've got lots of points available. I've leveled up to 13, so I think I'll just grab these now, just so I got a choice of cockpits. It's cockpit 4. They all look like they take up slightly different space and have slightly different size about them. They look pretty good. But for small vessel, that means that I've got quite a bit of stuff already. So what I'm going to do is unlock landing gear, and there's more landing gears. Fly direct bottom, that's bigger. Okay, I don't know what the difference is between the two. It looks different, that's for sure. It's a double and a single. Yeah, okay, it looks different. I need some of those, that's required. Thrusters, directional, is secondary propulsion for directional movement. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like the hovercraft stuff. Small thrusters and slant. Thrusters on a slant and normal thrusters. Okay, yeah, we'll take both of those kind. I like the stuff like that. And armoured thrusters. Well, yeah, we may as well unlock all of this kind of stuff while we're here. Let's unlock all the landing gear stuff as well while I'm here. Let's just clean up this place. Rockets and rail guns, I'm not going to do those just yet. Passenger seats I don't need. Automatic door, why not? Why not? Let's just do them. I've got the points. It doesn't seem that I need the points for anything else. Got to level 13 and got enough points to do everything in here except for the passenger seat. Hover vessel wise, does that mean I've done everything in here now? No, I need rocket turret and plasma turret, why not? Don't need the passenger seat, but I've got everything else for hover vessel. And then there's capital vessel. We'll be making one of those hopefully soon. We've got interior light elevator blocks, rocket turrets, the RCS for that, light landing gear and player sentries, advanced constructors as well. That's pretty cool. But we can have an advanced constructor already, I think. A large fuel tank, O2 tanks, a fridge tier 2. When powering stops, food perishes. Okay, but I could technically have a bigger fridge, which might be useful now because I'm going to be making lots more food, hopefully. Large bits and pieces here, rockets, sentry guns, advanced constructors again. I'm wondering if the advanced constructor is something that gives me more templates, because my templates, I can't see this grow light in the templates. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can see the grow light in the templates. Let's make, no. No. Ah. I think when you select things that it's building, it automatically takes all of the things that you're using, and you can't get them back by deselecting. You don't get any glass plates and stuff back. So that's a lot of wasted materials if I tell it to stop now. Okay, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it to do that. Leave it to do its job. It can make these grow lights, and I'll have some more for when I make a ship. And on my capital ship, I'll probably have some grow lights and stuff as well. Put those in there and make some more salami. I did make another. Hey, how you going, dinosaur? You coming to fight me? Or are you going to be meat for my food? No, you don't want to be meat for my food, really, dear. Let's check out the hover vessel that we made last time. I've got a few bits and pieces that I added to it, or at least the fridge that I've added to it now. So I've got a fridge in here, and I've filled it full of salami. With the perish time slowly reduce. Oh, actually, the perish time is going up, isn't it? Better turn the vessel on. That way the perish time will stop. Oh, because I put it in a fridge, but I didn't turn the fridge on. Oh my days. I've also thought of a few ways to change the design a little bit on this. I put a thruster on the front, and it's kind of okay, but I didn't really want it that way. I got stuff and things on here, and I'm kind of wanting to make it into a bit more of a pickup truck style of things, just to see if that would look any better. And I've got an idea for using these blocks to kind of make wheels on the sides, but I don't really want to make additional bits to this one. This one I'm kind of happy with. This one's a good explorer for now, and I want to go off and explore to find some copper, because my copper supplies are still running down low and I haven't gone and mining for copper. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. There was another thing that I wanted to do that also involves unlocking this stuff. A tier 2 drill. A tier 2 drill drills the ores but automatically picks them up. I want to make one of those. I want to make one of those now while I'm waiting for stuff to grow. Let's make a tier 2 drill if I can. I've got all sorts of stuff being able to craft in here now. PI charger. What's that? Ammunition used for reloading a weapon. Please refer to the corresponding weapon for more information. I don't know. Railgun bullets, missiles, more. Oh yeah, awesome. Tier 2 drill then. Where's the tier 2 drill when it's at home? I want a tier 2 drill, please. There's a drill, and there's a chainsaw, and there's a tier 2 drill. So 5 metal components and an advanced CPU. Well, there's the advanced CPU. I need a neodymium ingot. Neodymium ingot. Okay. That's one of those. That requires me to get neodymium ore. Okay, I don't think I've seen any of that kind of ore on this planet. Magnesium, promethium, silicon, copper. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those on the planet. So I guess that means that if I want a tier 2 drill to make my mining operations easier, I'm going to need to leave planet and go and find another planet. Well, that does sound like fun. I do fancy the idea of going into space. That is what we're all about here. I've kind of got a base location, and I've got a first starter hover vehicle, and I can wander about this place quite happily gathering the resources from here. But there's some resources that I need to get from other planets. And then I'll want to go between different planets. So I'm going to need a capital vessel and stuff. All before I can get a tier 2 drill. Really? Well, I guess so, I guess so. Alright, so let's have a look, see what it takes to make a capital vessel. Because, well, I know small vessel, I should be able to have all the materials available for me on the starter land. So here we need cockpit, steel blocks, core, yes. And then let's have a look at objects for capital vessel. We've got fridges and processors. It's all basically the same as a base. So I doubt I need to worry about anything else. I can put cannon turrets on and deco stuff and all the things. So that's not too bad. I can do quite a lot with that. That's good. Next up though, yeah, next up I've got to have to build myself a ship. A new spaceship. A ship to go up into the air, and maybe a ship that can help me just quickly whiz around the planet. Just whiz across the planet's surface. Find all the places without actually having to drive across all of the different bits of terrain. and then get my hover vehicle so that I can just like park up somewhere when I know I need it, and have all of my materials and stuff gathering up while I'm there. Yep, I think that's all I've got time for this episode then. I think I've just got to wait for this to grow. I've got to get the parts together to build a small vessel and be back with you guys in the next episode. Wish me luck. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival, where hopefully I'll be able to eat some of these veggies.